Fast fighter jets and the weapons they carry are the cutting edge of all combat-focused air forces. Since the end of the Second World War, the primary source of aerial pacing threats for the whole world and the U.S. as defense leader was the Soviet Union and latterly Russia. But now, China comes for this role, developing an advanced indigenous combat aircraft, sensor, and weapons industry that is outstripping Russia's. Few people know that China has owed a tremendous debt to the Russian bear. Does it mean that the apprentice may have surpassed the master? Coming back a while, right away in 1950, the Soviet Union provided Beijing with capable MiG-15 jet fighters and entire squadrons of Russian pilots that eventually compelled the U.S. Air Force to curtail daylight strategic bombing raids along the Yalu River during the Korean War. China subsequently began production of domestic clones of Soviet J-5 as MiG-17, J-6 as MiG-19, and J-7 as MiG-21 fighters. Then, after the Soviet collapse in 1991, Russia granted China fourth-generation Su-27 and Su-30 flanker jets, a powerful twin-engine fighter known for its super maneuverable flight characteristics. The Shenyang Aviation Corporation developed three separate clones of the flanker: the J-11, carrier-based J-15 Flying Shark, and the strike-oriented J-16. To be sure, China still imports turbofan engines from Russia as it struggles to perfect domestic alternatives such as the WS-10B and eventually the powerful WS-15. However, the latest Chinese fighters increasingly incorporate weapons and avionics that are more capable than their Russian counterparts. We can put it down to three main factors. First, Beijing's annual military spending exceeds Moscow's 2 or 3 times over. As Russians spent $70 billion on defense in 2020, China $190 billion. Second, China exceeds any country's expertise in the civilian electronics industry, which helps manufacture advanced avionics and Western-style sensors. And finally, China is the best in copying technologies from across the globe through mainly hacking. That isn't to say that the Chinese military holds all the advantages. Most notably, Russian military aviation has far more combat experience, with most of its fighter and bomber crews rotated into combat tours in the Syrian civil war. The Russian aerospace forces also still operate some specialized aircraft types without real Chinese equivalents, such as the MiG-31 Interceptor, Tu-160 and Tu-22M supersonic bombers, and the Su-25 ground attack jet. Russia has also had far more success exporting fourth-generation fighters than China has. Nevertheless, military experts predict that China will take superiority, pulling ahead of Russian counterparts, especially applying the following technologies. Composite materials. China, nonetheless, has taken the lead in incorporating composites in J-11B, J-11D, and J-16 fighters, all derived from Russian flanker jets. One of the key weight-saving tricks in modern aircraft design is replacing metal components with lightweight composite materials. Those weight reductions translate into significant improvements in agility and range. The end result is Chinese jets incorporating additional systems compared to the Russian original, yet still achieve a superior thrust-weight ratio. The Xi'an Aircraft Corporation further advanced composite technology by 3D printing composite components and implementing new computer-assisted design techniques for its Y-20 Chubby Girl transport planes, techniques sure to make their way into future combat